the ultralight too? Oh my God. That's a bass. That's a bass, baby. Look at that little belly. A baby bass. That one's very yellow. This is so fun. Oh, look at all this line that would have been in the water. When you're not catching fish, slow it down and make your bait smaller and you'll catch fish. All right, sir, I need my lure back. Do you guys think they will hit this topwater cricket? Oh, did you guys see that? Look at them with this cricket. I'm gonna put him back in the big pond. You wanna go back in the big water? I'm gonna save you from this little tiny one. What if he wants to stay in that little one though? I don't think he does. Not me out here in sandals and socks. What is wrong with me? All right, here's the pond. Oh, look at a little baby duck. All right, I gotta get all the way down there. And then there used to be a trail right there that'll lead to this little middle part. Did he just go under? Where'd he go? And then there used to be a trail right there that'll lead to this little middle part. Did he just go under? Where'd he go? Where did that duck go? All right, here's a trail. Not really a trail. Somebody's been down here because all these are pushed down. I'm gonna lead you out to this little part right here. Ouch, ouch, ouch. All right, I am not supposed to be fishing right now. I have so much stuff to do. I was out running errands and I went and got breakfast for myself. I'm sitting there eating breakfast and I remember this pond around the corner in the shopping center. I found this pond a couple years ago before I started filming and I caught huge green sunfish in here. I have this little spinnerbait tied on already. I'm gonna throw this around for a second. And I have a popper tied on my other rod. I've never caught a bass out of here, but there's gotta be bass in here. But I'm gonna throw this little spinnerbait around. I think it's the little Booyah Pond Magic or something maybe. I can't remember. See if we can catch a fish real quick before I gotta leave. This setup isn't ideal for spinnerbait. This is like 6-pound test, I think. And it's a little ultralight rod, so it's not great. I lost a bass on this last week, so I probably shouldn't be throwing this again, but we're gonna try it. I am so confident that I'm gonna catch a green sunfish here because I caught so many a couple years ago and they were huge. They were biting Cincos, like 5-inch Cincos, and they were big enough to eat the Cinco. Like they were big. What did I tell you? Look at these things. They are huge here. Look at that green sunfish. He's so beefy. Look at him. That's a nice green sunfish. Look how fat he is. This is just like what I was catching a couple years ago. I had so much fun. Look at that little belly. Oh my God, he's beautiful. Man, look at him. I love them. These are my favorite panfish and they are so healthy here. Let's let him go. Thank you, sir, for eating. I love you guys so much. Didn't I tell you guys green sunfish are here? Green sunfish. And they are so plenty big enough to eat this. So let's see if I can catch one more of those, and then I'm gonna throw this popper around, see if any bass wanna come play. Oh, I love them. I knew they were, look at that. Look how fat they are. Oh my God, they're so cool. On this little ultralight rod, they fight really hard too. They're very aggressive. Green sunfish are very aggressive. I catch them on bass lures. Look at that. Green sunfish have bigger mouths than bluegill, so they can bite bigger lures. Look at them. Oh, they're awesome. Look at them. They are so beautiful. The blue and yellow. This one's very yellow. So cool. Absolutely beautiful. It looked like something bigger was over there just now. I got this Guggen thing. All right, I'm done with the popper. I don't have patience for this right now. I'm not supposed to be fishing anyways. But I'm really upset I don't have a buzzbait right now. Very upset. They're up in my truck. I'm not going to go get them and come back. I'm just going to fish with this little spinnerbait, catch a couple more green sunfish, and I gotta go. That's a bass. That's a bass. That's a bass. He's got me in the grass. He might have got off. That's a bass, baby. Look at that. That's a nice bass on that little spinnerbait. I knew there was bass in here. I just haven't caught one until now. Woohoo! On the ultralight too. Oh my God. This is why I have to stop and go fishing every single day, because like how awesome is that? Woo! That was so fun. He dug me in that grass and I couldn't pull on it. If I pulled on it, it was going to break off. So he was still, and so I just gave him some line, which isn't a good idea because he could just hook off at that point, but I had to give him some line so he would move. So then he moved out of it a little bit, but he had me dug in that grass. How freaking cool is that? So all these fish were caught on this little tiny spinnerbait, no trailer, nothing. Little one. A little bass. A baby bass. How cool. Look at that. They're in here. There's probably some big ones too. How cute. Here we go. This is so fun. My spinnerbait just completely wrapped around a branch. My fishing trip may be over. I seen it wrap. It's not going to come off. It's done for. I'm going to try to break it off, at least so it breaks at the knot and I don't have to leave all this string in the water. I'm going to wrap this braid around my other rod and try to break it. Here we go. Oh, dang, it didn't break at the knot. I saved some line, but it didn't break at the knot. Is my spinnerbait in the branch still? I don't see my spinnerbait. I'm gonna go try to catch my line and see if it came off. Oh my God, it's loose. It came off. Look, it's in the water somewhere. From the line snapping, it must have snapped it off the branch. Now it's stuck in my popper. Always do what you can to get the line out of the water and your lure, because you're just littering at that point. That is the one thing I hate about fishing, is losing lures and line, because I do not get down with that. I will do anything to get the line out of the water. Most of it anyways. Usually when I do that, it does snap at the knot. It didn't even snap at the knot. But what if I caught a fish doing this? Look at that. Didn't even break at the knot. 6-pound braid. People do not give braid enough credit for how strong it is. Look at all this line that would have been in the water. That would have sucked. But should I tie this back on, or should I try something else? I bet you they'd eat anything right now. I wish I had a little mini buzzbait so bad. They would destroy it right now. Let me look at my bag, see what else I got. Here's the buzzbait. It's a Booyah Micro Pond Magic. All right, no buzzbait, but I have this frog. I'm gonna put this on my bigger rod and throw this for a second and see if something bigger will bite. But I'm down just using the little spinnerbait. But I do like switching it up. I don't think I've ever went fishing and stuck to one lure. I should probably do that. I just like trying new stuff. Let's try this little frog. I'm gonna throw this little frog, keep it at the top. His little feet bounce around. See if a big bass wants to come in here. You know what else is probably in here? Snakeheads. That would be the surprise catch of the day, a snakehead. But they're everywhere, so I would really, really, really bet that they're in here. But I have trouble catching them. I'm about done trying to catch them because they get on my nerves. All right, let's see if something wants this big old frog. All right, let me stop with the frog. I don't know why I do this. I'm having so much fun on the little spinnerbait. Why am I using something else? Was that a mosquito? With the frog, I don't know why I do this. I'm having so much fun on the little spinnerbait. Why am I using something else? Was that a mosquito? But it's starting to rain, so I'm gonna try to catch a couple more real quick before it starts downpouring. I love this little pond. I wonder if anybody's gonna recognize where I'm at. I love it back here because nobody can see me. It's very peaceful. I hate having my phone set up when there's a million people around, like, and it's just like, I don't know what it is, because like I'm not self-conscious, I'm not like awkward, but it's just so weird still. And I've been doing it for years now and I still can't do it comfortably. And I just like, I miss out on a lot of videos because if I go anywhere where there's a lot of people, I don't film because I don't want everybody looking at me like that, which doesn't make sense because I put myself on the internet. So you're like, what do you mean you don't want people watching you? But it's different when people watch you on the internet versus in real life. You know what I mean? You'd be surprised how many internet people are just like total introverts, and we can handle the internet, but we can't handle all the in-person pressure. But then you got people that can handle the in-person pressure and not the internet, you know? But what am I doing here? All right, let's get back to fishing. It is raining. Can you guys see the corner the fish are biting? They're biting in that corner right there. There we go. There we go. Another greenie. They hit so hard. Look at that thing. You are barely hooked. Here we go. My socks are soaked. Wet socks don't feel very good. I want to catch one in this little pond. I caught a couple last time because I'm sure it flooded recently, so. That bit. They're in there. I just got a little bite. Try to cast in that drain. All right, they're biting, but they feel too small. Let's go back to the real pond. Oh, I got him. Missed one. Felt big too. Casting out more towards the middle now. One more fish, then I'm gonna go. Uh-oh, here comes the rain. Need one more fish. Of course I say one more fish and now I'm not getting bit. That little bit of rain came through and they completely stopped biting. I've gotten 2 little bites in probably 20 minutes. That's bizarre to me because usually fishing turns on when it rains from my past experience, and it just completely shut off. But I said I want to catch one more fish, so I think they just don't want to chase this, so I'm going to try to find a little plastic real quick and catch one more. All right, I just got a little pink trout magnet in here. This pond is all grass, so this is going to get snagged up, but I should be able to catch one. All right, let's do the big pond. I should catch one first cast. Let's see. Cast number 1. Oh. Cast number 1. This is a big one. He broke me off. Can I have that back, sir? I might have to use my pliers to get that out, but look at that. When you're not catching fish, slow it down and make your bait smaller and you'll catch fish. I think that's the biggest one yet. Look at that. Look at that belly, like. All right, sir, I need my lure back. I need to get my pliers. So this 6-pound braid broke right at his teeth, right where his lip is. Can you see it? So his little sharp teeth serrated a 6-pound braid and broke off. That's when leaders come in handy, and I never tie leaders on. Beautiful fish. Beautiful fish. All right, I'm not leaving yet because I should catch a bunch on this. Look at him. Oh, I love them. I gotta retie. The 6-pound braid feels like nothing. I think this is the Cast King something, and I really like it because it casts so long, but I might have to start tying a leader on here. All right, it's 1:12. I'm gonna leave at 1:30. I have to leave at 1:30. I still have to go to the farmer's market, get some fruits and vegetables. Let's see how many fish we can catch in 15 minutes. 1:30, I have to go. Little bass. There's one in 15 minutes. He got off. That doesn't count. That one just broke me off. It was a sunfish. I feel horrible. I hate breaking off like that. It didn't break at the knot. It broke after the knot. So his mouth broke it again. I'm gonna have to put a little leader on here because I do not like that happening. Do you guys think they will hit this topwater cricket? Oh, he came off. He got it. He had it. They're eating it. They're eating the cricket. Oh my God, can you guys see it? Did you guys see that? He came up and grabbed it. I've been wanting to catch something on this cricket. Look at that. I've had this cricket for years and just have never used it. Topwater cricket, that's awesome. Oh, he wanted that. Look at that. Oh. They're destroying the cricket. Look at them with this cricket. That's a big one. That's a really nice one. Look at them. They have very sharp little teeth. That's why they're breaking me off on that other lure. All right, guys, it's 1:30. I'm gonna cast in this little pond real quick with this cricket. See if I can catch one more, and then I gotta go. They're going after it, but they're too small. That was a bigger one. Alright guys, this is my last fish. It is past 1:30. I got to go. I got stuff to do. Little baby one's in that pond. I'm gonna put him back in the big pond. Do you wanna go back in the big water? I'm gonna save you from this little tiny one. What if he wants to stay in that little one though? I don't think he does. But thanks for watching. I had so much fun. I was down here way longer than expected, but I could do this all day long. I could catch these little fish all day long. It is so fun. Look at that. If you fly fish, please don't yell at me for throwing a little cricket on a spinning rod because it's still fun, but I understand that this could be a fly fishing situation and I could be having a ball right now. So thanks for watching, guys. Peace out.